girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Race 3 of the 2018 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series season. Two different winners in the first two races, Austin Dillon and Kevin Harvick. So we have two for the 2018 playoffs already clinched. Now we're on to Las Vegas, the Pennzoil 400. Now, you remember, Las Vegas will be the first race of the 2018 playoff season. So, Vegas gets two races this year, so whomever runs well here, more than likely will run well in the fall and get a good lead off to the playoffs. Alright, we have 400.5 miles, this mile and a half track in Las Vegas, 267 laps, 3 stages, 80, 80, and 107. There's been 20 races at Las Vegas now in the Cup Series. Martin Truex Jr. last year, as we know, dominated. He won stage 1, won stage 2, won the race. Top 5 last year was Martin Truex, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Casey Kane, and Brad Keselowski. Now, there was 5 drivers last year that was able to finish in the top 10 in all 3 stages. Martin Truex Jr., he won each stage. Kyle Larson, 2nd, 3rd, and 2nd. Brad Keselowski, 4th, 2nd, and 5th. Young Chase Elliott, 5th, 4th, and then 3rd. And then Jamie McMurray, 6th, 8th, and 8th. So far this year, Daytona and Atlanta, there's been 2 drivers who have finished in the top 10 in both races. Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. Last year, at Atlanta, which is a mile and a half before Vegas, there were 6 drivers who ended up finishing in the top 10 in both races. Martin Truex, 8th and a 5th. Now at Truex, we all know how dominant he was last year in the mile and a half. 7 wins. He's actually off to a better start this year. So if he wins here, it'll be a better start than he had in this championship season. Keselowski, 1st and a 5th. Chase, 5th and a 3rd. Kyle Larson, 2nd and a 2nd. Logano, 6th and a 4th. These are last year, mind you. Drivers who finished in the top 10 at Atlanta and at Vegas. So these are drivers that will run well this week at Vegas, and McMurray at 10th and an 8th. Now, in the last 13 mile and a half races, so the 12 last year and then last week at Atlanta, Martin Truex has averaged a 3.15 finish. Kevin Harvick has an average of 7.69 finish. Why I didn't pick Kevin Harvick last week at the mile and a half at Atlanta, I will never know, knowing his history. Chase Elliott, an average of 9.92 in the mile and a half. Denny Hamlin, 10.08. And Kyle Busch, 11.46. It seems this year has been a lot about 2001. As we know, Austin Dillon won the Daytona 500 17 years after the passing of Dale Earnhardt, 20 years after Dale won it. Last week at Atlanta, Kevin Harvick won in a dominating fashion. He won 17 years ago at Atlanta. Unfortunately, Vegas was on the schedule. I don't even remember who won. I didn't even look it up. But I don't know. Are we reverting back 17 years? I don't get it. But my 3 pick. So as I said in the other 2 previews, All Sports has a magazine come out for baseball, football, basketball, NASCAR. Has a season preview in it and stuff. And they have in the back page, they pick a winner for each race. So I'm going to note their winner in my video along with my picks. Their pick this week for Vegas was Joey Logano, which isn't actually a horrible pick. I mean, he has run well here. He does run well in the mile and a halves. He has two top 6 finishes here in 2018. But my 3 picks, I do not pick Martin Truex Jr.'s mile and a half. After Kevin Harvick's dominating run last week at Atlanta, the fact he's getting an average finish of 7.69 at the mile and a halves. Kevin Harvick, and then my third pick is Kyle Larson. Multiple second place finishes last year at Vegas, at Atlanta. He ran well. He ran in the top 3 in all 3 stages last year. So yeah. So my 3 picks for the Pennzoil 400: Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Kyle Larson. Hopefully I get my first win of the year. 0-2 so far. Don't like that. But it's still early. Still a lot to learn. We learned how fast the Fords are in the mile and a half, that Kevin Harvick did last week. So we have a Ford win last week. It should be win the week before. A Toyota wins this week with Martin Truex. All 3 manufacturers get victories. Alright, that will wrap up the Pennzoil 400 preview for Las Vegas Motor Speedway. As always, thanks for watching the Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content. Make sure you check out the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series playoff prediction, the NASCAR Xfinity playoff prediction, along with the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoff prediction right here on Rubber Sports Show.